welcome to my first video for PEPELT. It's the PEPELT academic year of 1920. Delighted to be part of it again. You have no doubt, or I hope, seen Sandy's and Gail's video on our book of the month, which is Kind. Fabulous book. Today it's my turn. I'll be looking at Kind and to see what I would do with this in primary teacher education. You might remember I'm based in the Netherlands, so I'm working with Dutch primary student teachers. Now, I think this is a fantastic book, Kind. I mean, the topic, what a great way to start our first reviews of books. Is such an amazing choice. What is also lovely about this book is that for the reader is to encounter all these different illustrators and writers in one book. So there are many that are familiar, but some are less familiar. So it's been a very enriching experience, apart from, of course, the message that this book brings to the reader. Now, what I like about this book is it offers so many opportunities. I don't really know where to start, and I will probably need a few lessons to cover these with my primary student teachers. First of all, I like, Gail mentioned a focus on can, and I think that's really important. And I always believe that we should teach student teachers, not like language learners, but language teachers. So I'd be looking at can, how to teach can, how to practice can, and possible activities that can be designed with that link to the book from a topic point of view, but really look at the practice of can. What I like about it as well is that there are a number of double spreads which could actually work a little bit as a standalone, and we could take those double spreads and see how how it can connect to the child, what we can get from the child, and in this case from the student teacher, and they can already experience themselves what they're asking children to do. One of these double spreads, just to illustrate my ideas a bit better, is this one. It is, if someone's frightened or worried, we can offer to hold their hand. If they're in trouble, we can see if we can help. So I think it would be lovely to see how student teachers interpret this, and perhaps see what kind of examples they have to share, and to see how they can, what they think they could do with this with little children, because I think little children have lots of examples where they might have been frightened and things, and have examples of how they have helped other children perhaps, or perhaps their parents or carers. So this is one double spread, and I think there are a number of double spreads that work and can select and perhaps even give different groups different ones and compare. But I think as well having different groups work on the same one would be quite interesting to see what their experiences are, and then to share them. And another one that I really like is, of course, this one. We shared this page on our Facebook page, and it's about the kindness jar. And I think that's also a really good one that can stand on its own. And I think this is a fantastic creative task for primary student teachers to see what kind, or how could they incorporate a kindness jar into their primary English classroom. And I think I would really let them work quite a while to come up with some ideas before sharing, of course, Gail's lovely idea, which I hope you saw in her video from last week. Now, the final page that I would like to point out is this one here. This one is one of my favourite pages in the book. Well, I've got many, but this especially. And this page I would be using to work on visual literacy. I'd really like student teachers to see, to look at, or to see what they're seeing, to really understand, and also look at the proportions, the size of the sunflower, the meaning of the colours, but also then the connection between the colours, the illustration and the text. And I think this is a very important page, or a very suitable page to do so. It says, what do you do best? We're all good at different things, so let's give everyone the chance to shine. And again, learning how to read images, I think, is a really important skill that we teach student teachers, so that they can encourage discussion and stimulate children. And one point that I'd like to make now is that this book the fact that some of these double spreads stand alone reminded me very much of the Oliver Jeffers Here We Are. I'm not sure if you know the book, but the Here We Are is about notes about living on planet Earth, so double spreads can work slightly independently, and it offers itself, it lends itself very well to work, especially in the older, with older children. And so this year, again, I have this feeling that some pages can work on their own, and that's really quite an interesting aspect. But going back to the connection with Here We Are has got a resource pack for teachers, and there are 3 pages that focus on kindness. It's downloadable, it's free, and I'll put the link onto this video. And what I love are these kind of suggestions that they have for teachers to do in the primary, in a classroom. And I think this is something that I would actually also try and do with my student teachers. So they actually see how would they organize, how would they plan it. And one is with a ball of string, passing the ball of string onto different children. Each child says something nice about the other child and then passes it on. And at the end, everybody is enveloped in string. And then they say at the end, you can use the string to make friendship bracelets. But it's a very nice idea to really visualize being kind and also then look at how people feel. The other activity that I love, and that links very much to the last double spread that I just showed you with the visual literacy, is this one. It is called Kindness Costs Nothing, and the how should I say, the notes for the teacher they state, discuss what the phrase kindness costs nothing means. Use bright colors to make your poster and use words and pictures. And I think that is really interesting because, of course, the double spread with everybody's turn to shine and the sun and the bright colors expresses just that. So these are a number of activities that I would be doing with my student teachers, or with the class of student teachers at my university, and I hope they will enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed listening to them. And I will see you next month. And yes, do keep, you can find all our videos on YouTube and on our YouTube channel. And of course, all the resources are now all in one nice place on our website, which is PEPELT21.com. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.